In the storm-dark forge of Hephaestus, where anvil sparks danced like captive stars beneath a vaulted sky of hammered bronze, the gods gathered in shadowed council. Zeus, his eyes thunder-wrought and unyielding, decreed the birth of Retribution. From earth and water, fire and divine breath, they mold in her, Pandora, be all gifted, first of women. Her form gleamed like polished ivory, her gaze a mirror to unspoken longings, but within her stirred a seed of curiosity, planted deep by Hermes' sly whisper. Long shadows stretched across the anvil as the gods stepped back, their creation stirring to life amid echoing footsteps that reverberated through torchlit corridors of eternity. She awoke in a world unmarred, the golden age where mortals feasted without toil, rivers ran sweet with nectar, and death lingered only as a distant rumor. Prometheus had stolen fire for man, defying Zeus's celestial order, gifting humanity the spark of progress that burned too bright. In wrath, the Thunderer conceived his counterstroke. Pandora, dispatched to Prometheus, the after-thinking brother who accepted her without question, blind to the jar at her side, a vessel sealed with divine curse, its surface etched with warnings in faded gold. Sacred groves whispered warnings as she crossed thresholds of marble and myrtle, her footsteps light yet laden with fate. Night fell like a shroud, and in the hush of their hearth-lit hall, dreams coiled around Pandora's mind. Mysterious visions assailed her, wings beating in darkness, shadows clawing at a lid, a chorus of murmurs promising secrets beyond the veil. She arose, drawn inexorably to the jar, its clay warm as living skin under her trembling fingers. The air thickened with unspoken peril, storm-dark skies rumbling beyond the eaves. One fateful turn of her hand, and the seal cracked. Whispers became shrieks as the first evils stirred, winged harbingers slipping into the flawless world. Sickness unfurled its tendrils, death sharpened its blade, sorrow wove its endless shroud. Pandora's cry echoed unanswered, the forge forged curiosity, now a chain binding her to irreversible dawn. As the lid splintered wide, a tempest of winged shadows erupted from the jar's abyssal throat, blotting the stars with their frenzy. Evils long imprisoned by divine decree surged forth. Sickness first, a spectral mist that coiled through golden fields, wilting vines and fevering flesh where once health bloomed eternal. Death followed, scythe-winged and relentless, its chill breath snuffing the laughter of immortals in mortal form, turning feasts to funerals beneath storm-dark skies. Sorrow trailed in tattered veils, embedding thorns in every heart, while deceit slithered on serpent coils, twisting truths into labyrinths of doubt. The flawless world convulsed under their onslaught. Rivers curdled to poison, sacred groves withered to silent ruins, and echoing footsteps of the afflicted reverberated through torchlit corridors now choked with lament. Greed clawed upward from the earth, devouring brotherhood in paroxysms of hoarding. Envy hatched in shadowed corners, poisoning joys with bitter comparisons. Strife ignited hearths into battlegrounds, brother against brother in ceaseless grudge. Hunger gnawed at abundance, poverty shrouded plenty, and anguish wove nightmares into waking hours. Pandora slammed the lid, her hands blistered by unearthly frost, but the horde had scattered, irrevocable, infiltrating every breath, every bond, shattering the golden age into jagged shards. Prometheus stirred from slumber, his after-thinking gaze meeting hers in horror as distant cries pierced the night like fracturing marble. Long shadows lengthened across a ravaged hearth, the jar now a mute sentinel of ruin. Humanity, once cradled in divine ease, staggered into endurance, their forms bent under invisible yokes. Vices multiplied in the wild, hatred fanned wildfires of feud, remorse gnawed like ceaseless acid, ignorance veiled wisdom's remnants. No corner escaped, plains echoed with wails, mountains trembled with despair. Pandora's curiosity, that forge-born spark, had ignited apocalypse, her mysterious dream transmuted to collective nightmare. The gods watched from Olympian heights, unmoved, their retribution woven into the fabric of existence as the first rains fell on barren soil, washing away illusions of perfection. Yet within the jar's ravaged depths, one essence lingered, hope, fragile-winged and luminous, trapped beneath the resealed lid as the evil's echoes faded into the wind. Pandora clutched the vessel to her breast, her forge-born frame trembling amid the silent ruins of their hall, where torch-lit corridors now harbored only the ghosts of abundance. Prometheus, roused to the wreckage, traced the cracks in clay and flesh alike, his after-thinking wisdom arriving too late to mend the breach. Humanity scattered into the storm-dark night, bearing the weight of newfound torments, their footsteps echoing not with joy, but with the hollow rhythm of survival. Sacred groves stood barren, their whispers silenced by the gale of unleashed furies. As seasons turned to epochs, the evils entrenched themselves in mortal coils, sickness festering in veins, death claiming the young and hale, sorrow etching lines into ageless faces. Greed birthed empires of iron, envy fueled wars that scarred the earth, strife sundered kin in bloodied fields under brooding skies. Pandora wandered the fringes of this fractured world, the jar her eternal shadow, a reminder of the dream that birthed calamity. Mortals invoked her name in curses, yet turned to the vessel in desperation, prying at its seal for glimpses of solace. Hope fluttered within, elusive, neither fully escaping nor wholly contained, a divine ambiguity teasing the afflicted with promises unfulfilled. Long shadows of divine retribution stretched across generations, the golden age a myth whispered in dying fires. In the myth's unyielding gaze, Pandora's irreversible choice unveils the fragility of divine order against human frailty, the cost of doubt etched in every plague-ridden dawn, every heart rent by loss. Fate, woven by Zeus's thunderous will, exposed curiosity as the chink in Paradise's armor, condemning mankind to toil beneath endless skies where evils thrive unchecked. Her mysterious dream, seeded by Hermes' guile, was no mere slumber, but the gods' prelude to apocalypse, a spark that ignited eternal vigilance against the abyss within. Hope clings as spectral afterthought, not balm, but taunt, whispering endurance amid despair without erasing the scars. We confront this ancient truth in silent ruins. Every lid lifted risks the storm, and weakness invites the shadows that never fully recede. Thanks for joining this mythic unraveling. Subscribe for more tales from the forge of eternity. Behold the jar, eternal sentinel, its faint glow mocking the darkness it birthed.